Welcome back to Diana's online course on sleep for Inside the Timer. Today we're going to talk about sleeping partners and support. Some of you don't sleep alone, and your partner's movement or sounds during the night may be also altering the quality of your sleep. For example, if your partner has a different temperature than yours, or if they snore or make other sounds at night, or if they get up to go to the bathroom a lot, perhaps if they have nightmares or they move a lot. All of these variables affect the quality of our sleep, and traditionally there was very little talk about how one bed partner affects the other in their sleeping life. Actually, there's a lot of conditioning upon us where married partners that don't sleep together are assumed to be having problems. This might be a little bit old school or unsaid, but if you remember not too long ago knowing that people were married and sleeping in different rooms or in the same room and in different beds was not seen in the best light. There's exceptions, of course, where this is the norm. The traditional arrangement of sleeping partners is in separate beds. And if you think about it, it used to be way more common in the old days. Now, of course, some people love to sleep together, cuddled around, noodled up, like I like to say, and they don't mind if their partner moves a lot or is hotter or colder than them or what happens during the night with their sleep disturbances due to the partner. I am an advocate for healthy sleep, so I will always put you first and your needs first, and at least have the ability to discern if some of your sleep disturbances come directly from you or from your partner. Perhaps we can call this making a health assessment of your sleep. So at this point, you have to evaluate if some of those disturbances come from somebody else that you're sharing the room with and what to do about it. If that is your case and you are able to have your own room, obviously that would be my preference. Not necessarily every single night, but of course, especially when you need to get good sleep or you know your sleep is deteriorating, to be able to have a full night of sleep without any interruption would be my number one priority. Let's say you don't have the chance to sleep in a different room or you don't want to do that. So we have to troubleshoot the distance between you and your bed partner, and also the noise or the sounds that are getting into your brain and they are disturbing you from sleep. For example, the size of the bed is one of those variables. And most of the literature around sleep recommends that 2 adults sleep, if possible, in a king-size bed. This might be a luxury for some countries where these kind of beds are not available. And if you are able to have that kind of space, if you cannot have your own room, that would be an ideal type of space to have, because you could have what I called a sleeping fort between you and your partner, which you can make from pillows, for example, so the movement of the other person is not disrupting your sleep. These pillows, by the way, are a wonderful source of support because you can use them also to lean your arm on them if you're sleeping on your side. So you put them slightly behind you and your arm can lean on them. You can place them between your legs and take over some of the weight of your joints. And you can put them under your knees if you're having a little bit of back pain at some point during the night. In terms of sound, of course, there's many options in the market for earplugs, even those that are designed for side sleepers. I have my doubts that earplugs are the best solution, in the sense that if they block the noise completely from outside, it could be dangerous for you to sleep without being aware of your surroundings. And of course, if they block some of the sound but not all of them, they might not really be effective in blocking snoring sounds. The snoring itself from your partner could be also addressed as a possible solution in different ways. Last but not least, adding sound to your environment in the way of a pink noise machine or those that have ocean waves or rainfall could be another solution. Again, all of these are band-aids of sorts because they address the symptom, but they don't address the cause. And because they do have some sort of side effect to them. So, you put the Band-Aid on and then you have to rip it off, right? When you place a noise machine, for example, in your room throughout the course of the night, your brain is actually listening to that sound after the initial dozing off. That's why the audio recordings that I have for you in this course are no longer than a half an hour long. If you have a source of sound throughout the night, your brain is listening to that, even in your sleep. So I don't recommend having those machines turned on for the whole night. Ideally, your partner and you can find an agreement where the cause of the sleep disturbance is addressed. If your partner is not aware of conditions that may be altering his or her sleep, for example, in that case, I would recommend that you share with them the content of this course. Sometimes as you teach somebody or share what you learn, you actually learn it a lot better. That could be a great opportunity for you to learn this material and also to improve the quality of their sleep, which will eventually make your sleep better. Finally, as you respect each other's space, both during the night and while you dream, that can also lead to a beautiful communication about respecting each other's space during the day. So looking at sleeping positions, sleeping partners, sleeping environment that is shared is also another great way to affect our awareness throughout our life. I hope you enjoyed the session today and that you can use some of this information to understand how your sleeping partner can affect your sleep for the better, and both of you can find peaceful, restful sleep together. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me. I am always available via the virtual classroom. Other than that, I wish you sweet dreams. I am very excited to see you again soon. And I would like to leave you with a version of a recording you heard already, this time with a different background. The purpose of that is for you to begin to recognize which sound background helps you fall asleep better. Sweet dreams, dear one. Welcome to Soothe Yourself to Sleep. This very gentle and simple guided meditation is designed to guide you through very small, simple movements that you can do to get yourself to sleep. At the beginning, you will find it easier to follow my voice, and after a while, you will learn these movements and you will be able to do them on your own. To get the most out of this session, please find yourself in a comfortable position, in a room that is dark and cool, and remove all distractions. Begin by taking a moment to connect to your breath and let an inhale and exhale release any tension that you may be aware of. It might help you to shake your toes a little bit or your fingers, releasing any tension from the day. Perhaps you want to bend your ankles and knees and get all the excess tension away from your joints as you prepare to soothe yourself to sleep. Now with the next breath, please take a moment to sense how your back and legs contact the mattress. You may find it easier to review track 1, relax your body into sleep, if you're not familiar with sensing and feeling your back and legs and the support that you receive from your bed. Let the next breath fully sink your weight into the mattress and allow your attention now to wander to any area of your body where you may feel a little tension or discomfort. And bring more and more of your attention to this area and use your breath to connect to that space, perhaps bringing it closer and closer to your awareness and noticing if it needs a little more support. It could be that you place a pillow underneath it or your hands briefly. This could be behind your back, behind one of your hips or shoulders. allow yourself to identify, first of all, if there's an area that needs a little more attention. With the next breath now, just allow your attention to go to the space inside your mouth and your teeth, and take a moment to allow more space between your jaws by softening the lower jaw a little bit. If you have a tendency to clench your teeth and this is a challenging area for you, you may want to wrap your hands, create a little warmth between them, and place fingertips both one on each side of your lower jaw and gently separate your teeth so you have a little bit more space to begin with. As you follow my voice, very, very gently begin to move now your tongue inside your mouth so it has a little more space. You can gently use your tongue, the tip of your tongue, to push your teeth down a little bit, create a little more space inside your jaw. So the upper teeth separate slightly from the lower teeth. Let your breath be soft and easy, and if you yawn, that's perfect. With the tip of your tongue now, let the lower teeth be discovered by your attention. By this I mean that you very, very gently begin to trace the shape of your teeth from the left lower tooth, the furthest one that you can sense. Very, very slowly, all the way to the center of your teeth, your lower teeth, one tooth at a time. And then gently all the way to the right until you reach the furthest tooth that you can sense with the tip of your tongue on the right side. You're discovering the shape of your teeth from the inside with your tongue as you gently breathe, softening your belly, your hands, letting your eyes drop, letting the weight of your body be held by the support you're receiving from your mattress. Slowly and lazily, as you had nothing else to do right now, begin to sense the shape of your teeth now from the furthest right corner of the lower jaw all the way one tooth at a time until you reach the left side. You may want to concentrate on the smoothness of your teeth, the round or flat shape, perhaps an area where you feel the gums or the tip of your teeth. Doesn't really matter as much as you go slowly. You take your time with it, soothing yourself by softening your teeth, your mouth, your tongue, and breathing as you go along. When you find the left corner of your lower teeth, very gently now let your tongue go to the front of the lower teeth and do the same thing, an imaginary tracking or mapping the lower jaw, noticing that as you bring your tongue to the front of your teeth, your mouth opens even a little more, relaxing your throat, relaxing the root of your tongue, and maybe creating a deeper breath or a light yawn, and you allow this to happen. If your mind begins to wander, bring it back to sensing your teeth. Give it a job. Allow your attention to be where you want it to be. And slowly now, sensing the shape of your teeth from the front with the tip of your tongue, all the way from the left side to the right side, slowly, lazy, without a rush. And letting your tongue perhaps rest a little bit on the right cheek before you come back to the middle. And then all the way to the left. Noticing that you're getting even more and more relaxed as you take deeper breaths and you let your tongue explore your teeth from the front. Taking a moment now to just rest. Pause. Breathe. Sense any new sensation in your tongue or mouth. Bringing now the contact of your tongue to your lips and letting your tongue trace the shape of your lower lip all the way from the left corner of the lip all the way to the right, opening, creating more space, freeing your jaws, and perhaps letting your eyes follow the movement of your tongue from the left to the right in gentle circles. Letting gravity push your eyes down and you gently follow the movement of the tongue with your eyes without a rush. Slowly now let the movement of the tongue stop for a minute. Breathe and sense yourself getting heavier on the mattress, your eyes resting, your jaw slightly open and a little more space between your teeth. Your tongue resting in the bottom of your mouth, and your attention fully listening to my voice and noticing that if here and there you doze off to sleep, this is perfect. Take a moment now with the next breath to put your tongue a little bit now in contact with the upper teeth, using the tip of your tongue as if it was a little scout, mapping the shape of your upper teeth from the left side all the way to the top of your palate, slowly, one tooth at a time, breathing, and gently now reaching all the way to the right upper teeth, one tooth at a time, slowly, allowing my voice to guide you to further slow down and rest, getting heavier, longer, more and more relaxed. When you reach the furthest corner of the upper teeth on the right side, see if it's easier for you to do the movements as your mouth is slightly open. And let your tongue now come back around to the left side, even slower. All you're doing is breathing and sensing the shape of the teeth, sensing the curves, the flat spaces, noticing that it's easier to do it if you slow down, if your mouth is slightly open. Perhaps if your teeth gently follow the rhythm of your tongue by opening and closing a little bit without you rushing it. And when you find yourself all the way to the left, just pause for a moment and breathe, letting your attention wander, sensing the weight of your body, the fullness of your breath, the warmth, the blankets, the comfort and soothing of my voice. Letting your attention slowly doze off if it wants to, and coming back to the movements whenever you feel like it. Gently now begin to sense the contact of the tip of your tongue and your front teeth, starting from the left side all the way, one tooth at a time, noticing the warmth of your upper lip, the moisture, the space, and maybe that a yawn begins to come in if you fully rest into my voice and move very slowly, letting your attention wander, sensing each tooth all the way to the right side. Reaching now the furthest tooth on the upper jaw to the right side, you let yourself very gently come back to the middle, noticing that this is much easier than when you started, and that as you rest into the movement, you're getting heavier and heavier, more and more relaxed. You can let your eyes also rest, sinking down in their orbits, letting gravity hold them. And breathing now, once again, let your tongue discover the shape of your upper lip, creating a little moisture, softening, opening, resting, and letting your breath now be fuller, letting your eyes rest. See that you can create a little space between the upper and lower teeth, and let your tongue rest in this space. Taking a few breaths, letting your body get heavier, warmer, more and more relaxed with each breath.